All right, let's go. Jesus Christ. It is unbelievable. Because I worked my whole life basically in hospitality or other labor, like, fruit picking in New Zealand, and straight into it today, eh? Yeah, thermogenic. So, yeah, I have mentioned already that now that I am working digitally, sometimes I come across tasks that require a lot of time. How may I put that? Like repetitive, a very factory style work, like very repetitive. Editing books, for example, yeah. So we have here. I am editing. Oops, there you go. My second book. Here I'm explaining the to be verb, all the ways to apply the to be verb, the only verb in English that has 8 forms instead of uh, 5, like most of the action verbs. And so, yeah, it's a lot of, like present them affirmative, and then, oh, it's making the sound here as well. Sorry, guys. This is something that I have been looking on that because it can't be the cable. It can't be this cable. But apparently it is. Oh, now I did the basic unplug and plug back, and the little whistle in the back, the little noise in the back disappeared. At least I cannot hear, because I need again now. I need to go back and test the phone because I thought it was the phone. So you have to eliminate. Yeah, whoever works in tech knows knows the drill. Yeah. At the end of the day, like working tech is, it's more be patient and follow procedures than have a huge amount of knowledge. Yeah. Although knowledge is it's key. All right, so as I was saying, so I struggle a lot with these, oh man, this repetitive uh, work, and with reading as well. Even though I'm using a lot of text to speech, I want to concentrate and read, so control these thoughts. That's the main thing. I'm watching again. Let me put here. I'm watching these now. Oh, I don't want to put the whole thing. So I'm watching Mo Gawdat. Look at the name of the thing. Final warning. This is how AI will end the middle class forever. Prepare now. So when I said the other day, I think I have recorded a short, and I said that AI, it wasn't my words, eh? I was quoting him. Like, you want to see?
Due to AI and a changing global favor of more than one mate, short term, but my issue is that chronologically we would.
Like, why aren't we doing that? And then you remember that
Fear, instability in America. It hits us in the face and aggregate massive amounts of wealth.
I like a magic genie that can Due to AI and a like a magic genie that can grant all of our wishes, the problem is the lesson of every magic genie story is be careful what you wish for. What do you think we have to watch out for with AI?
AI is a genie that has no polarity. It doesn't want to do good, it doesn't want to do evil. It wants to do exactly what we tell it to do.
So you see, when I heard that, and then you start, because you're dealing with that and studying and understanding a bit more, you see that that's nothing but the truth. That's why when I talk about um, the simulation theory, that I'm every day more believing more in this theory, um, because you see what he said, and you see the title of the video. Why is it gonna end with some jobs and with some classes? Because the human is gonna use the tool to increase profit and decrease cost. It's as simple as that. Because if instead they thought like, oh, look at that, how great it is. We have like a tool now where we can earn more money and we can have more time off. We can have more company parties. We can go traveling with our family. That will be a more humanitarian approach, in my point of view, and I believe on his as well, because he talks about um, universal credit and all that stuff. Oh fuck! Yeah, now in England you have already, you know. So uh, because if he thinks the same, if we only used these for the good, that would be splendid. That would be, we could literally transform the world, maybe even, make a world peace for once. But the human greed is not gonna let. And I believe that this is one of the tests in this simulation, that you are outcomes. I think, yeah, I think maybe once you talk in terms of tests, it goes too much into a religious kind of point of view, don't it? So that's not what I try to say. It's, yeah, at the end of the day, again, for me, religion, it is more like controlling slash organizational, uh, strategy. So, sorry, just my student. Uh, it's unbelievable how easy it is to put these structures on their brains, but then it's hard to make them understand that they have to speak as much as they can and listen as much as they can. I speak to, I'm sending texts and audios all the time to my students. Sometimes I see something on the internet and I send to them just so they can hear a little bit, and I ask, did you understand what was that about? I really, really push them to get it done, because I always say, if I can speak English, anyone can. If I manage to learn, I believe anyone can, I don't think I'm better than anybody on that. So Italian as well. It's just a matter of, and it's being proven already. Yeah, a lot of people around the world speak several languages. So right, And so yeah, this is a struggle for me, this repetitive work. So yeah, I'm working on it, on the reading as well. I really need to work harder on that. It's not a easy one, I must say. And again, I repeat, as I have already mentioned here, the pills that have been provided by my therapist, it knocks me out. So I try to avoid as much as I can. Otherwise, I cannot produce as much. Like I get really dizzy, and it takes time to fade away, like to wear out the medicine, and wear out, wear off, wear out. Wear out, so it's wear off. Wear off. See, I'm someone that I'm always there. I don't know all the phrasal verbs, and sometimes I also have to double check. So it takes a while to wear off, and yeah, I don't like it. But sometimes I do have to take, I must say. Still, I'm working on getting unhooked. All right. So again, the reason today I started this, it is 2:30 a.m. in London, 8th of July, and I have done a agreement with myself that I'm gonna work harder on my organizational skills and on my task management, as I am involved in a lot of projects, a lot of studies, and a lot of personal development and care. So I need to commit more to schedules and following them, because I have a lot of post-its. If you look, post-it notes, 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 and then you have notes there as well. So yeah, I do know how to write them. I have another board there also for, oops, yeah, up that one. It's like a wall calendar. So I do have the gear to be organized. I just need to literally follow it. So what I have said is that I'm gonna scratch off all my. Oh, see, I'm on the phrasal verbs today, eh? I don't know why. Yeah, so it's scratch out, not scratch off. All my vlog list. So for today, I think, as I was already mentioning Mo Gawdat, I will talk a little bit just to put some turbulence, and I will start again to repost here on YouTube only to see what happens. I love YouTube. Oh Jesus, yeah. Okay, so let's choose something. So many things that are losing. No. I think that you see again what I really wanted to talk because of what I am seeing here. Look how many times I wrote my name. This is just when I'm listening to something or when I'm anxious, I write my name over and over again. Does anybody else do that? So yeah, the only thing I can think is that this guy is trying to warn us that game is over. That's it. Do whatever you want to do. This is the same guy that says that the voice inside your head is not your voice. It is a result of the computation. It's from him. Most of the things, like, I cannot come up with all that. I'm watching these guys. I work from home, that's all I do. I have no friends, no wife, no son or daughter, So I am here digitally learning, studying. I create a lot of I am creating a lot of useless data, practicing and using tools. But I wish I could get hooked to video games. I would open a channel, like a YouTube channel, playing video games. I think that would work. I will think about that. I'll see. Get a post it, and then you put uh, YouTube Zeus Gamer. Why not? All right, so, but no, I need to find at least something similar here because the deal was to scratch something. We just cut. This was more like a note to what to do. I don't care really. I think it will be great after all. Humans have. Yeah, this one will go. This one matches. So what I have written is I don't care really about becoming a cyber human. I have already mentioned that. I wouldn't mind. I know, man. Some people are gonna say, "Oh, man, it doesn't really matter, does it? Why not? I would fucking put a chip on my head to be smarter and to be more in peace. You know, to find more fulfillment on things that perhaps now it's harder for me to find. So it is controversial, but c'est la vie. Okay, so in fact, I think it will or would be great. After all, what humans have done to each other, I think that the control or that would be hard. I think that the control will be hard to give this control to anyone, but all right, so what I meant then is obviously we have some uh, stepping in on eggs because you don't know who is going to have full control of that. If I had access to the code, to the control of it, like if whoever would touch my machine would have to ask me for permission, if does that make sense? But I know that I could be hacked. I was watching today, man, on Amazon. I watched a movie about hypnosis and stuff, and that also got me thinking for a couple of hours. because you know the way that they can manipulate and control people, that's not that hard to believe as well, way, because salespeople are trained to that. So yeah, okay, continuing. The fact that the brain would have more data to deal with to find solutions. At the end of the day, humans only do that for power and money. Right, there you go. See, exactly what I was talking about. Voila. Yeah. Scratched one. Scratch one. Okay, so basically that's it. So I think that Mo Gawdat is just trying to say, save yourselves. He probably cannot say it that way, but he's almost doing that. If you follow him, if you don't, please do. Mo Gawdat, watch everything from him, read his books. I have link for his books on here on this video, if not on the channel Time to Learn, that I have another two YouTube, two Instagram pages, and eventually YouTube channels. But again, you know, it's fun, the journey. I'm enjoying doing it. Some days when I don't enjoy, when I'm not feeling well, I just had a break like I did, and you know, still a roller coaster my life. So some days I'm really up to things, some others I can barely bear myself. I can barely deal with myself. So it is what it is. C'est la vie, you know. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's it. What do you think? Do you think that's what he's saying? Run, Forrest, run. I believe it's something pretty close to that, guys. Don't want to scare anybody, but I'm trying to not be alone on this one because I'm getting kind of really thoughtful about. Oh, I mean, my idea of going up north to Scotland somewhere, it's even better, you know. I think I may last a few days longer, perhaps. But yeah, I need to I need to hit something to generate the precious need to be able to do that move, right? They make me laugh because I really believe that that's what's coming. You know, we know that the UK is going through a lot of cyber attacks at the moment, and that's quite concerning. Like I know not to ask. Like I got already from EE. I pay a plan from to them so they help me with security, and they already increased the value. Not to ask is every night for an hour or so. They block the app and they are doing works on it. So we know there is a lot happening. Oh well, so that's what it is. I crossed off one of the topics of my vlog, that is, we are heading to the end. More clear than ever. It is more. It is clearer, 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 clearer. Yeah, it's right. It is. It is more evident, to be more specific, precise, clear. Yeah. So between these kind of videos and information, I also am reading quite a bit of Freud and Jung, because even though we are in a simulation, it is interesting to understand how the brain goes, because the goal is consciousness, and to achieve that, apparently you need to control these voices you have in your head that are not you. I like the idea, but it's really hard. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'm not gonna do that, because it makes me think, what is me and what is not. Should I stay or should I go? Je ne sais pas. But I have to, keep studying, keep reading, keep trying to understand. I think a lot of things I already got. A lot of things, they were part of me already, in terms of, because sometimes I analyze. I recorded a short as well today about that. Sometimes I analyze myself, and I see that, apart from the times that I was highly influenced and highly into the matrix, I always been like a alternative mind, and a mind that had different perspectives, and but I didn't have enough information to grab that on. Even some stuff about this simulation, like sometimes I remember some things, I'm like, Jesus, man, is that a proof of it? Or all right, so that's it. Watch this video. Mo Gawdat. This is how AI will end middle class forever. And then they talk a bit about how could end the world soon and whatnot. And yeah, you know, I don't think there is. I'm sorry, I'm not being negative, but I don't think there is a way that we can get together and avoid that. So enjoy while it lasts, I guess. Oh, before I finish, I mentioned I was editing and I had the problem with editing, and then I want to bring something good about all this technology that for me was a huge game changer. It was a life changer basically. It was, where is it? You see here, oops, here. This is one of the editions of my book edited in Word. You see, like, very mild, it's very hard to work with image in Word. And that was like 3, 4 years ago when I started writing that, to get it like, all organized and straightforward that anybody could do. So you see, the editing is not that good, is it? But then, where is it? Oh, yeah. There we go. But then look at these now. There we go. Look at that, how much more attractive it is. You still got the image of the chart. Here I need to change here, but to be equals VP, it's like a main verb. And then I will show in this one, I had done the first one already, like showing all the structures from the fingers of the chart, but you see the difference, how more attractive, and in the work, it's a lot. You could do that on Word probably, but it's a lot more work than it is to do here, though. So yeah, thanks to technology, I can do. I mean, I would say 80%. Yeah, yeah, 70 to 80% of what I have learned. No, if you look at it more, because if you count like YouTube videos and tutorials and this and that, we are using technology. That's how we can access that, like the arrival of internet, the arrival of, so yeah, almost everything, I would say. Then more like, yeah, 70%, 30% still, I still have books, like about this book, for example, Grammar for Grown Ups, to take ideas for classes. Again, I could have taken that from the internet, but I'm old school. I like books. I really like books. So yeah, so that's the good thing. And as I said, oh, and you say, oh, but that before you would have to pay to someone to do. And then I said, okay, yeah, a few things they're gonna be more challenging, but then the person that before was doing the work, now the person is creating templates to be there so other people can use those models to do their work. So you can always, if it was cooperative, there would be a way, I'm sure of that. But we know that greed, it's not gonna let us. Right, that's it. Goal achieved. It was cross a subject from my vlog list. Subject was that I would accept to ship myself in my brain as long as some requirements were met. That apparently technology and the big tech drama is to come, but not for the machine or the intelligence fault, but for the humans' greed. Tell me something I don't know. Right. See you around. Thanks for watching. If you did watch, please say something so I don't feel that I am speaking to the YouTube bots. And if you were one of the guys that are offering me to help me boost the channel, I want to do something about it, but I can't invest a lot. Would you be able to help in terms like, because if you guarantee that it's going to work, we can share what it comes, can't we? That's what I have for now. And hopefully soon I'll manage to arrange some money to invest on ads and to improve everything around here. See you around, guys.